welcome back to the N.y.a show, episode 97. Right on your head, top. Appreciate everybody that's been checking out the last show. And, anybody that left a comment, shared the show, all of those good things that a brother appreciates. Once again, back again with another story for you guys. And unfortunately, I did not take the high road this week. I took a chance to look into this story here about son, those people that you bring into the world and you raise their whole life, that kind of shit. Son had father killed at McDonald's drive-through to take over the family business, says the feds. Papa was out there trying to get him a hot cup of coffee. He ended up catching some shells, not to be disrespectful. But here we go. Story just came out on the 20th. Son has father. So basically, this young man put a hit out. Anthony Zatala put a hit out on his father because he was ready to take over the family multi-million dollar, tens of millions of dollars real estate business. Now we got shows like these power shows, we got shows like Succession, all of these different, you got the real life scenarios that show you what people will do when it comes to money. They just had another story. Ooh, I wish I can pull it up right now. It settled maybe maybe a year ago now. But it was, what was it, like the son? It was a similar story that is similar story. So I never in my mind put, oh, people would never do things like that. People do stuff like this all the time. So Mr. Sylvester Zatala, 71-year-old man accused of having ties to the mafia. They put that out there just to try and will us into that, as if that's what's going to lead my thoughts, but it doesn't. He was repeatedly shot and killed while waiting for his cup of coffee at the McDonald's drive-through. It was a planned murder by his son, Anthony Zatala, who was accused of hiring a group of men to carry out the killing of his father and his brother. So everybody was an op to this guy, according to federal prosecutors in New York City. Ultimately, the brother survived being shot in the head just months before his father's death in a series of attacks on the pair. So this dude, he was criminally invested, y'all. When I tell you this dude went 1 month, little auntie birthday party. All right, we're gonna run up on him at the birthday party. Then it was like, all right, he gonna be at the spot getting him some food. He gonna go see that movie. Daddy love that movie that's coming out. Hit him up. Daddy get hit over the head, pistol whip Rob over there. Uh, Dad's talking about he going ice skating. They going ice skating. As soon as dad out there going ice skating, dad gets stabbed up out there. But every single time, dad a soldier. Shout out to Sylvester, man. He was a soldier. This man survived at least 7 to 8 attacks on his life, planned out attacks by his own son. I swear these scenarios that I'm giving y'all are not too far from what the story says. This man literally took different occurrences in different ways to get his dad. Like, all right, y'all run up on him when he trying to get him a fish sandwich and beat him with bats, and then they beat the shit out of the dad, and then the dad go to the hospital, everything, get him tightened up so to get out the hospital, and he back to doing this thing. Like, that's the type of thing that was going on in this scenario. Anthony is accused of wanting his father and brother dead so that he can eliminate their involvement in the family's multi-million dollar real estate business and take control of it. Now, we have way too many people like this. They don't even got to be your blood. They'll just be in the company. See that it's doing good. Think that their ideas are weighing everybody else. It's time for me to get at the top of the time to get at me to get at the top of the chain. Y'all move out the way. That's literally what a lot of people deal with and people think in their minds all the time. But you never, like I said, I think that things like this happen because there's been too many different occurrences. But the average person just like, just a hater, just such and such. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna worry about it too much. After a 6 week long trial, the brother and the person that was behind it, 36 of the Bronx, who was accused of fatally shooting Sylvester Zatala, were found guilty in the connection to the murder for hire on October 19th. The U.S. Attorney Office for the Eastern District of New York announced in a news release. Now both men face mandatory life sentences in prison. So it's not a matter of they're gonna get this, they're gonna get that. They're going to jail for life. And this man, they stalked this man. They beat him. They stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And I swear it was like these things were happening to this man. He coming home, probably telling his sons, what's happening and things like this. Can you imagine, bro? This man probably was carrying out these hits time after time. That's a maniac. Carrying out these hits time after time on his father, and then coming back to his father like, "Daddy, you good? Everything gonna be alright? You look a little, you need me to go get you something? Need me to help you down the steps?" While in the midst of plotting, all right, so got to deal with him a little bit longer. But the next time, I'm getting him up out of here. And that's the type of mentality that this dude had. So he truly was sick in the head, just sick off of power and one power. Power gets a lot of people power and control. So the trial ended, said, hey, this is the guy that did it. These guys did it. He acknowledged that his father's connection to the banana. He acknowledged his father's connection to the Bonanno organized crime family, which is another story. Specifically, mob boss Vincent Biscano, but refuted claims that his dad was in the mafia. Yeah, because if he got mob ties, then they'll definitely be coming to pay you a visit. Saying as soon as you touch down, and then my good friend. But you've been in there, so at the end of the day, who really knows? But they're saying that Zathala is accused of hiring a young man named Bushan Shelton, 38, of Brooklyn, to kill his father and Sabat and his brother. Prosecutors say as a result, Shelton is accused of recruiting others, including Ross, to help him do it. Shelton, the guy accused of who carried it out, is known as a high-ranking member of the Blood Street Gang. I ain't trying to do too much snitch here. On the 20th, they were waiting for a response. Shelton pled guilty. Zatala, the son, pled guilty. And here you go. You thought that you were going to spend a lifetime once you got your dad out of here. I don't know why somebody like this want to abort all plans to get my father out of here after he done survived 5 attempts on his life. I think it's time to hang it up and just deal with whatever's going on in the business and take whatever share that you're gonna get, my good. Take whatever share you're gonna get, my good brother, because it ain't a lot. It ain't a whole bunch that's out there for you. If you think that after 4 or 5 attempts that you should still keep trying to kill your father, so now thought that you were gonna spend a lifetime racking up the riches, but instead you'll either go out one way that I ain't gonna talk about, or you'll just be sitting there telling stories generation after generation until you eventually, saying they're shipping you up out of that motherfucker today. So you go to meet Jesus, baby. But that's the N.y.a show, episode 97. Let me know what you guys think. This guy thought that, hey, I want to take over the business. Y'all not doing it the way I want to run it. I want to run it the way I want to run it. He said that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to continuously try to kill my father and my brother over and over and over and over and over until I get them out of here, and I'm going to take the business over. Now, you're only be taking over a cell and taking over some soap. It's the N.y.a show, episode 97.